Hello and welcome to the FetchEH update video. In this video we will be looking at the new text library which will be used to manage text like site preparation requirements, instructions, remarks, and isolation distances, and then we'll use that text and add it to a permit in a drain field. Now you can also add those to a site evaluation and a septic tank as well. So I have a site plan open here in FetchEH, and we'll use this site plan to add some of that new text to a permit. So first I want to show you, we'll come up here to Form Designer. We'll go ahead and add some items to our text library. And to do this, we'll want to come up here to Form Designer and select that button. That's going to open up our Form Designer dialog. And then within the menus here, you'll see the map settings. I'll select that, and that's going to open up my map settings, which has the default forms, fee schedule, and then our text library, which is new. So let me select the text library, and then you'll see here that the text library is organized by the different text. So here we have on the permit, we can add septic instructions. So again, there's the permit. We can add septic instructions, septic site prep. We can also organize that for our well permits with well instructions, well site prep, well remarks, and then those same new fields are going to be available on the land evaluation. So instruction, site prep again, drain field, and septic tank. And again, these are all going to be new fields. So instruction, site prep, remarks, isolation, these are all new fields that are available on the permit, land evaluation, septic tank, and drain field. Now the first thing we want to do is actually add some instructions and some text to our library. So here we are with septic instructions, and I will just go ahead and add a new instruction here. So we just hit the add. You'll see it tells me the layer in the field, and I have a Word document over here. I'm just going to copy and paste. And if you do this from Word, you want to use paste as plain text. That works the best. And so that's it. I've added a new instruction there. I'll select create, and you'll see it's now added to my text library under septic instructions. Now I can always go back and modify this too. If I select it, you'll see it gives me the text. I could change that text as well. I could delete it if I wanted to get rid of it. I'll keep it, and let's just close this. Now I'm going to add another item here, just to sort of add some free text. Go ahead and add that, and you'll see what I mean. I'll just put add instruction here. I'll create that. And again, this will give me the ability to always select this text value from my library and just sort of free form add text if I need to. So let's add a couple other ones here. Let's just go ahead and add a site preparation. So we'll select add text, and then I will paste this plain text, and again we'll create that, and you'll see that'll be added there as well. I won't add too many more. Let's see if I have any under remarks. You can see there's some under remarks that we can use. Isolation distances here. You can see there's some isolation distances that have been added here. I'm going to come down to the drain field, and let's just look at instructions. There's nothing there, so let me just go to the drain field. And again, just to show you what this looks like. Okay, and now I've added some text here to my library in a couple of different fields here. So what I'll do now is I will go back to my permit, and I need to add a couple of these fields to my permit. So I'm going to close this for now. I'll find my permit, and then I'll scroll down. You can see I've added isolation distances and remarks. Now what I need to do is add site prep. Septic site prep and well site prep come up in the list. I want to add septic here, so I'll add that as well. And again, once it's in here, you can alias these, so I can remove that septic. I can just put preparation requirements if you wanted to do that. And now I've added those new fields to my permit, so these will be available then on the front end. So let's go out and demonstrate on the front end how you would use these fields to add items from our text library. Okay, so now we're back out on the front end. I have my site plan here, and what we'll do is we'll just select our system. We'll show the form, and then we'll make our way to the permit down here. And I'll scroll down, and you can see those new fields. So there's site preparation requirements, instructions, the isolation distances, and remarks. So those are the new fields that we have. And now let's go ahead and add some text from our text library to each of those. So I need to start editing. And once you start editing, you'll notice there's a new button that would show up next to this field. Because it's a unique field that's attached to that text library, we have a button that helps you access the library. So let's go ahead and import a couple items from the text library. And here under the site preparation requirements, you can see that I have one in here for the backfill. I'll go ahead and select that. And again, I could add that a second time if I wanted to, and come in and type some different text here. So you can freeform that way, or in the case of instructions, let's go ahead and add some instructions. I can add a couple of these, and then this is the other way you could just add sort of a placeholder where you can freeform enter text. So I could do that, select done, and then again, I could come over here and add some instruction. So a couple ways to handle the freeform text. You can also come in here if I wanted to just sort of replicate the form here. You can select the enter to go to the next line and continue to enter different requirements or instructions here. And these all work the same. So if I go to isolation distances, again, just select those isolation distances that I want to add, and you'll see that it just adds those to our permit. And if you wanted to clean it up and you don't want to take up as much space, you can certainly come in and edit that down to remove the space. And so this is what it would look like. This text will persist with the permit. So it is data. So when you come back, you can edit this. If you come back in a year, this text will still be saved to the permit as long as you don't delete it. Let's go down to the drain field, and we'll scroll down, and again, you see the instructions there. So same concept. If I want to add an instruction, I just select that, and then I'm able to add that instruction there. So how you organize the different text into Drainfield, septic tank, or on the permit is up to you. They are available again if you want to have dose tank instructions here on the septic tank, or there's a pressure mound or an alternative technology. You could certainly add site preparation requirements or instructions down here. So a number of ways to manage it, and again, that's going to be department by department specific. But again, this is just a new tool to help you add text to your permits and make that text persist with that permit, so it'll save to that permit. I think it's pretty easy to come in here and edit and modify. So if you have any questions, let us know, and thank you for watching.